Good afternoon, everyone. Today, I would like to talk about the snows across northern Africa in Algeria, Tunisia, Libya, Morocco, as well as there's some final pictures coming out of Greece and Italy, and what the media called a dusting is 2 feet of snow. Since Christmas Day 2014, it's been continuous snowfall across the southern Mediterranean countries as well as North Africa. You wouldn't expect snow in the Sahara Desert, but it's there now. Let's take a look in Algeria first. These are some images that I pulled across the social media. As you can see, that's just more than a dusting. The media continues to say it was just a light dusting of snow. Now, in my own opinion, I do not think that's a dusting. Here's what's happened in the lower mountains. A lot of people trapped in villages, roads cut off. That's not a dusting, that's actual heavy snowfall. And if we jump back a month earlier, in the exact same spot, also there was snowfall in Algeria. Istanbul continues to receive large amounts of snow. This is a beautiful picture of the Blue Mosque. If you have not been to Turkey, I highly suggest going. Istanbul and Cappadocia and Ephesus, really a great spots to visit. Another snapshot here of heavier snows in Turkey. Now, even though it is December and we are getting into the heavier parts of the winter and now December, January, Tunisia is not a place that you would normally expect snow. Although it is just across the water from Sicily, which received strange amounts of snow in Palermo, that whole system just descended all the way down into the deserts there. This is January 3rd. You can see it's got to be a pretty heavy snowfall to be visible through the forest like that. And I continually see in the media where it repeats again and again, a dusting, a light blanketing of snow. And I ask you to look at this picture, and is this a dusting or is this a heavy snowfall in a place that does not receive heavy snowfalls? Why is this not being reported in the news? They only report, what did I see last time? I saw a big headline for Australia, something about the warmest temperature broken in Australia this week, but nothing about these snowstorms. There is a blizzard going on in Jordan and Israel and Egypt right now. And if we even go into northwestern Africa and Morocco, this is the road conditions there. As you can see, it is a little bit heavier than a single dusting, which the media loves to use that word. That is their new favorite keyword, dusting. It's like I'm sprinkling powdered sugar on top of muffins. It's just a dusting, but it's half a meter thick. Libya, and again, when you look at this map, it does say Sahara Desert, and it does say Desert of Libya. That is correct. Your eyes are not playing tricks on you. We are talking about the Sahara Desert getting snowfall. Take you through a couple images here. These are the roads up to Tripoli. Some neighborhoods inside Tripoli as well. And about a week ago, I did a video on snowfalls in southern Greece and southern Italy. I finally found a lot of really good images. People sent me links to follow as well. Here we go. This is the ice storm that descended down into Greece. A couple more pictures here. These are starting to get into agricultural losses. Southern towns are still cut off. A lot of branches that aren't used to heavy snow have come down. Bit of an image of the snow removal that they had to do there. They're definitely not used to snow. The snow removal process is definitely slow and tedious. This is in Volos. Obviously more than a sprinkling of snow there. Let's come back to Italy and Palermo down in Sicily. Oh, this is what they call a dusting in Italy. Yep, that's a dusting for sure. That's just barely trace snowfall amounts, isn't it? Nice village covered there. Beaches are covered in snow. These are what the roads looked like. Palermo, unusual snows. There's the timestamp on the top left, December 31st, so you know exactly what day and what time it is. Snowfalls all the way down to the beaches, of course. A couple images here for you for the beach snowfalls. It's rare. I'm going to jump right over to Southern California. Does this look exactly the same kind of snowfall in the same southern latitudes across the Mediterranean as well as Southern California? Something has shifted south across the entire northern hemisphere. This is the exact same times, December 30th, Southern California, all the way down in LA, freezing temperatures, snows through the mountains there, blanket snows in the desert, across, all the way down into Mexico snows. Now this is what we're seeing over in the Sahara Desert, all the way snows down into the southern latitudes in the deserts in the northern countries of Africa. This is not a single event across one little tiny regional area as the media claims. It's always regional. It is not regional. It is a global event going on right now. Why is the media not covering this similarity between snowfalls in southern regions in the United States as well as the Mediterranean? Oh, I forgot. It doesn't fit the warming agenda. And if you look at the daily sunspot average, you'll notice that our next solar cycle coming in, solar cycle 25, which will be 2020 or so, will be much lower than the 1880 totals. So we can expect some rapid cooling over the next couple of years. This is the first years it's begun, and if your eyes are not open, please take an objective look into the high probability of global cooling for the next 40 years. It's just a pattern. It repeats itself. Will we come out of the cooling? Of course we will. We always have. We always will. Will it get warmer again? Absolutely it will, because it's always gotten warmer. The medieval warming period was far warmer than it is today, but then it cooled back off into the modern minimum. Thanks for watching. Hope you got something out of the video. These snowfalls are definitely anomalous, and they should be in the news, but they're not because there's an agenda to keep this information from you. It's only localized media that's carrying this story because people can see the snow with their own eyes out of their windows. But these stories are definitely not making the headlines or not making the news internationally.